a mid-late game event tower with 2 attack modes, a ranged attack and a melee attack. It has really good cost efficiency, good max DPS, with an amazing range. On top of that, he can also knock back enemies from both ranged and melee attacks, to enemies without stun immunity. His melee also has a bleed mechanic, similar to Slasher, so it's even better against bosses up close. Sounds like a great tower worthy as a reward of beating the hardest event currently. But is he strong enough to beat his own event? Let's find out. Before we get to fight Riftwalker and his absurd 2.5 million HP, we need to bring actual early game towers and a lot of supports. There's one important note about Warlock is his bug related to damage buffs. He generally can't get damage buffs. A small portion of his melee damage can only get buffed. So fire rate buffs are gonna be juicing up Warlock's DPS output, most of the time. With the combined 65% fire rate buff from Commander and Medic, this should increase Warlock's DPS from 427.63 up to 705.59 DPS from his ranged attack. As for the melee attack, it goes from 561 DPS to 925 DPS. That's without the bleed damage. If we take bleed to account, that's an added 327 bleed DPS to Riftwalker, specifically, so that's 1.25k in total for melee, which can be boosted a little bit more. Warlock's main melee attack can't get buffed by damage buffs. However, his AoE attack that gets stacked on it, does get buffed. With a combined 90% damage buff from the Justice Curse, Medic ability, Mercenary base, and DJ booths, Warlock's melee attack can reach 1467 DPS. This include bleed damage too, but bleed can't be buffed by damage buffs. That's a lot of DPS, up close. With all 16 Warlocks, the melee DPS is 23.47k, while ranged is just 11.3k. With Hacker, we can add 16 more Warlocks into the game, which basically should double our total DPS output on Riftwalker. 22.6k DPS should be enough to take down Riftwalker. With melee as the extra, our curse picks here are Justice and the Fool for the extra 10% damage buff. The Sun for all detections since Warlock can only attack hidden enemies. The Moon for the sweet 10% range buff, which is gonna be needed so Warlock can cover the entire loop. And to combat against Riftwalker's range debuffs abuse. And Temperance for stun immunity for Riftwalker's brawler spawns and his useless zap ability that only targets 3 towers. Before we even get to Riftwalker himself, we need actual early game towers. Rocketeer, Golden Towers, and Electroshocker should do the job for the first 10 waves. There's 3 codes in this video, so good luck finding them.
We should have shot you when we had the chance.
Easy! We don't want to lose our minimal content rating!
Must have come here to find the other half of the cube. If the meta is real, that would mean our realm is a part of it. We have to save the Riftwalker. If he's connected to the realms, his death could destroy everything. And without them, everyone would be forced into the Nil Zone.
God Cube, our master will finally be reborn. We sacrificed so much to get to this point, and all that's left for us is the path of Exo. At one point we looked up to you, but no longer! Now we can crush the heart of your organization until it stops beating!
A curse on us! We need to find a way out of here. And fast. Maybe we can use that broken cannon somehow. But its parts are scattered everywhere. Commander, if we can find them in time, it might work again.
Yes, ma'am!
Time until that scientist and that elderly hating dog messed with the cube. I just needed to bring them together. Once Raimio used the card and messed up their portals, I hit a shark in their toilet. And I'm monologuing, aren't I?
You? What? And you never even suspected me.
Wow, this existential crisis is wearing me out! Let's talk about something fun! Like how lefty-righty can be hand puppets! Oh no, don't kill us! Ah! You don't stand a chance! We have the God Cube! Ah, cracks me up every time!
together, our master will rise once more. Every step you took led us here. After his body was destroyed, his soul was imprisoned within the cube. In our realms, he couldn't escape it due to the Riftwalker's influence, since what he had maintained was the cage that confined us. Although now, within the Nil Zone, the old world power from past battles here will set him free.
got the pursuit? The Nil Zone can copy vehicles too?
We can't let Engineer find out about this. If you thought Exo was scary, Engineer is worse. She's as protective of her machines as Narrator is of his hands.
We messed up! Don't tell her!
At the outpost for so long anyway.
I wanted to show that I was better than them. They even gave me Employee of the Month.
That surprisingly makes sense, especially for you.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
I've waited long enough to destroy you. It's time for you to feel a fraction of what we've suffered.
Commander, get ready!
Ooh! Ah, I do love a good revenge trope.
There he is! We need to take him down quickly!
Do you think you can defeat me? I swore that if we ever cross paths again, I would make this personal! majority of the power has been absorbed into the Riftwalker. His fate is already sealed. They used this place as a dumping ground to remove what was no longer wanted, to get rid of their problems with ease. The Riftwalker and his master can erase history in their own realm, but not here! Here, their problems are back to haunt them.
The Nil Zone has even replicated Brawler!
If they're anything like ours, they'll be able to jump past our defenses. Collar would have a field day fighting these things. I don't think anyone has faster reflexes than him.
I don't know about that. I heard from his sister that Assassin and Slasher are always training with him. Watch out! The null accelerator just swapped the places of our units!
Accelerator!
Give me the rest already! What are you going to say next? Oh, Accelerator likes to eat hamburgers only on Monday and Friday!
But he does?
This right here is why I hate you the most!
Zone's unstable energy was created from endless eons of war. Look what it's done to your necromancer. Imagine what it can do when it's harnessed.
War? What exactly is this place?
You only understand a fraction of our existence. The Riftwalker hid the truth from us, but no longer.
Can you sound any more flat? You're killing us!
our town's reputation after you left. But that's when we discovered a shard, along with this clown. Our people left the town and were forced to abandon everything. You claimed to be heroes, but you saved no one. You've run out of time. It's too late now. It's time to witness the dawn of a new era. One where all will kneel before Lord Exo.
Commander, get that cannon ready!
Oh shit! How convenient! I'm the damn cannon! Do the craziest hate us or something? Sick!
Let's begin.
This is bad! This is really bad!
Focus everything we have on Exo! We need to stop him here. Otherwise, everyone will be in danger. Grab the batteries around the area and load them into the cannon.
Your resistance only delays the inevitable.